Hello everyone, my name is George. I'm an educator here in the beautiful state of California, and I've made a few videos about how I've been a credentialed teacher working in special education since 2006, and most recently I started a side adventure where I work for an organization or teach for an organization called Vipkid, where in this platform we get to work with students in China who are English language learners. And it's only been a few weeks, but I've had such a positive experience with that, and it's been getting my brain going. And so to go along with these videos I've made about my Vipkid journey, I thought it might be fun just to share a couple of positive, fun, feel-good stories that I've experienced in education. And then I thought hopefully we might get some viewers that could share some of their experiences back. I think that could be a very fun thing. So anyway, Vipkid, like I said, right now it's a learning platform. You work with kids in China and they're wanting to learn English. And so Vipkid has this whole curriculum. And so I'm going to jump right into this story. I've been looking into, I watch other people's YouTube videos and you hear some of their experiences, in this online setting. And some of them sound just scary. Some of them sound hilarious. But, I had one that started out that could have been, kind of like a uh-oh type story. But it really turned into just one of the best experiences that I've had so far, and one that I'd rank right up there in education as a whole. And so to share that with you, when you log in and you're getting ready to teach your class, you're looking at your computer screen and there's a big square that has the curriculum that you're going to be going through. They're in slides, and it's interactive slides where both parties can make marks and circles and write. And then there's two screens, one where you see the teacher, one where you see the student, and there's a chat box and there's a countdown, and it lets you know how long your class has been going or how long till it begins. So before each class, the teacher logs in and you got your headphone in and you test the sound and you test the picture. You test whether your voice is going through. And then at the same time, the student might be doing that. So oftentimes minutes or seconds before the countdown begins for me to hit the start class button, you hear the student get on and you'll hear them speaking in their native tongue, their native language. And in this particular case, I was getting ready to teach a young man. I'll call him Jaden Winford. And I heard the voice that I assumed to be Jaden Winford. It was a younger child's voice. And you could hear like some arguing going on. I didn't know what they were saying because I do not speak their native language, the Mandarin or Chinese. And so in my head, I'm already thinking like, oh man, this sounds kind of aggressive. What's going on? I hope, it's going to be a good class. I'm already thinking like, how can I go above to be real positive, make sure that it's a good learning experience. The countdown gets to 10 seconds. Once it says 10 seconds, this window pops up. You hit start class. Both windows pop up. So you see the teacher, the student sees the teacher sees the student. You start waving hello. When that happened, you could see the student, you could see an adult figure, and you see the child's just mad, right? Just mad and going at it. So I say hello with a big smile and wave, and this child turns around just mad. And I'm like, hello. And, when you do a greeting, you're supposed to announce like, I am Teacher George. What is your name? So I did that, and immediately, without skipping a beat, the student turns around and yells at something at the adult. The adult picks up the smaller child leaves the room. The other child, the student turns back around, arms still folded, mad, just mad. And so I, say, how are you? Are you okay? Are you happy? I'm doing the body language, and he doesn't move, doesn't say anything. And I'm thinking, oh no. So I think to myself, all right, I'm just going to move through with the lesson. I'm just going to go through. I started introducing the slides. We were talking about oceans and ocean animals, and going, there's vocabulary words that you go over. You practice using the words in sentences, all these things I had planned on doing. And right now we're at a standstill. Clock is ticking. You only have a certain amount of time. And so I just start celebrating. I tell him, you're great, thumbs up. I have my props. I'm telling him how great he is. And I'm just kind of begging and just say one word for me. And he says the word kind of in a mad voice, fish. And I was like, Jaden Winford, yes, yes, yes. Celebrating, slowly you see like this little smirk, just a little one, just a little smirk. And I'm thinking, all right, let's keep the momentum going. I make another super easy question, like, hey, what about, this vocabulary word? Can you say fin? And, I lean in with the air, and he waits a second. We do like a little stand, it feels like an eternity when someone's staring at you in education after you ask a question. And so we're doing the famous no facial affect stare. All of a sudden he says the word again. Jaden Winford, yes, you make me happy. I love it. Yes. All of a sudden the student starts getting into it, but already a pretty good chunk of time has gone by. And now I'm worried, like I'm not going to get through the lesson. I don't want to get a bad review. I'm still in, my first few weeks. So we go through the lesson. The student's picking up momentum. I see the adult come back into the room. And this time, the child notices someone's there, turns around, kind of waves and says something in Mandarin to the parent. And we get going. We finish the lesson. We get to the end of the lesson. And, I say goodbye and thank you. You're a good student. I hope to see you again. All of the, positive stuff. And honestly, it wasn't faking it. I was feeling pretty darn positive. We had a good lesson. He met the objectives. We were still able to get through it. We didn't get to do some side stuff. And but the part that really warms my heart is moments later, minutes. I type the notes, because after a lesson ends, you have to type notes. You type notes, I send it in. And I get this notification on my phone. It says, you have received a gift from a student, Vipkid. I go to it, and I get an e-card. You can send these e-cards through the, actually, do I have this is, I don't know if you can see it very well, this is their mascot, Dino, for Vipkid. And, they have all these e-cards, you could pay points for, coins for, things like that, but they have some set free ones. And I like to send them to students, and this is the first time that I get one. And it says very just wonderful, it says, you are the best teacher I ever had, you're patient, I love you, Jaden Winford. And I'm just like, you know what? That's what it's all about. And that's why, those of you in education, that's why we do it, right? We love to teach so we can earn a living. We have these other jobs so, we can better support our family, go out and do this, pay bills, or whatever your personal case is. Yes, we do it because that's what we do to earn a living. But you stay in it for these moments. And I just wanted to share that moment with you. And, once I started thinking about how that made me feel, a lot of other stories came up. And, I hope to share some with you guys, over time. I want to release a few, and hopefully, we get some views and stuff like that. But to me, the worst case scenario is I get to share a moment out loud and put that positivity out into the world. And even if just one person catches that positivity and it makes them feel good in a moment, or makes them remember a story that made them feel good, then this video is a success. If by any chance you liked anything I said, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you are interested in teaching, become an independent contractor for Vipkid, please use my referral code. I put that down there. And, on all the other videos I say, I'll be your coach and cheerleader if you want. Leave comments below. If you have a positive story to share, please share it with us. Share it with me. If you don't want to talk about it, maybe I could share it for you. But anyway, teachers transform lives. I love changing lives every day. I love being a teacher. I love working in education. I know a lot of you are just like that. So I don't know. Let's share some stories. And you know what? You don't have to just be in education to share a story. Millions of us work in where we serve our community, serve people, serve clients. If you have a story to share, share it. But anyway, Teacher George, thank you for listening. Honestly, I'm honored that you even took the time. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace.